Yo, what's going on, my Decepticons? Welcome back to my channel, your spot for DJ mixes and gaming content. Don't forget to head on over to the playlist section if you do need some gaming music to keep you busy during your most extreme gaming sessions. Right now, if you're in the mood for something really chill, I would definitely recommend the mix Zero Gravity, a super chill synthwave mix. Head on over to the playlist section to check this mix out along with my other mixes. Today I'm going to be showing you 4 new retro games in 2021 that are playable on your modded Wii across multiple emulators, starting off with The Cursed Knight, and this game is actually a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive game, which means you will need to use the Gen Plus GX emulator on your modded Wii for this game to work properly. This game is influenced heavily by platformers such as Mega Man and various shoot-em-ups, and the mechanics do change throughout the various levels as you progress through the game. I could tell right off the bat once I started playing this game that the graphics are awesome and the gameplay is consistent, and there's really never a dull moment in this. Right now I'm actually playing a free demo of the game, which is awesome. Yes, it's free, so people watching, don't worry, I'm gonna leave a link to this information down in the description below so you can check the game out for yourself. And I'm not sure exactly when the full game will be released, but like I said, I'll give you the link and you guys can go ahead and follow up on the updates from the game developer, because they do update their website pretty often, I think. This game does have different mechanics of gameplay from obviously old school style type games. So right now we're kind of going through a platforming section. Again, totally reminds me of Mega Man, those Mega Man type vibes, and just the graphics are so good, and the sound and the music is also really cool. And this demo does give you a glimpse of what the boss fights are going to be like, especially with the first level boss. I mean, this guy is massive, and of course you have to remember the different patterns of the boss and his attacks. Typical old school style game, but again, the fact that this is made in 2021 is pretty badass. A couple things that I guess I can note right now for the gameplay is that you have 3 weapons. So you have 2 types of guns that you can swap back and forth through, and when you get very close to enemies, you do have a sword that automatically comes out, along with another button that changes your shooting direction. The second stage teaches you how to use your anti-gravity mechanic, which can be a bit tricky at first, but trust me, you'll get the hang of it after a while. Keep in mind, these are only 2 levels that they're showing in the demo that I have. There are plenty more levels that are going to be available in the game, obviously, and they will have many more mechanics from what I've read online. So keep an eye out for this game, and again, I will supply the links down below for you to get the downloadable demo to this, as well as more information on the game. The next new retro game on our list that is playable on the modded Wii is by a small dev team called Mega Studios. The game itself is called Journey to Oblivion. This is actually another retro game that's being made for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive. So again, just like the previous game, you're going to need to use the Gen Plus GX emulator to play this on your modded Wii. The game gives you an option to pick from 2 cadets which have different strengths and weaknesses. You guys are in luck today because I'm showing you another free demo that I'm playing right now. Yep, this is another free demo that this small dev team is giving out so that you people at home can go ahead and test it out before you decide to buy the actual game. And of course, your boy has the sauce. I will hook you up with the link. I'm going to go ahead and supply that information down in the description below so that you can find out more about downloading the demo, as well as more about the game and its release date. From what I've read, they are planning to have the full version of this game released in December of 2021. So far I've been able to get through 1 stage and play 1 boss battle, and both seem to be pretty intense. If you're into shmups, this is definitely a game that you need to check out. And just a few notes about the gameplay before I forget. So you have your shooting button, and then you can also hold down the shooting button for a supercharge. And then the other button is used to change the orientation of your side guns. And I'm just skipping through the first level just to give you an idea of the various enemies that you're going to be fighting throughout this particular stage. I'm not quite sure how different the enemies are on the different levels of the game, but I can assume that there's going to be a lot of variety. Again, for more information on this game, I will leave the links down in the description below so you can read more up on it and find out more about the developers as well, and go ahead and try to support them, because it's really cool to get these retro games in 2021. The third new retro game on my list for the modded Wii is Nuo Zero. I actually did cover this game a couple months back on this channel when it was first released. It is a racing game based on F-Zero with the aesthetics of synthwave while being set in the city of Neo Tokyo. The developer has been working non-stop on this game to add in certain fixes throughout the past couple of months, so this is a work in progress. The best part about Nuo Zero is that it's a homebrew app, which means this game is completely free. All you need to do is go onto the Homebrew browser and download the game, install it, and you're all set to go. And if your Wii does not have the Homebrew channel installed on it yet, I will go ahead and leave a link in the description on how to do this, that way you can get started on playing this game as well. And if you are into racing games and synthwave music, look no further, this is the game for you. I'm actually showing you a beta right now of version 2.0, which is set to be released around December of this year. And this is going to include many changes, including a cockpit view, arrows around corners, less jitters, an arcade mode with 10 new tracks, and a whole bunch of new additions that I just can't wait to see in this future update. And I must admit, judging by playing this beta version of 2.0, that it is feeling like a complete game. Not that the original release wasn't complete as it was, I just didn't expect the developer to keep on adding to this game. The way I see it is that this game is a labor of love for the developer, so as long as there's support for the game, it seems like he's going to keep on adding content, and who knows, maybe he'll do a sequel to this in the future. Alright, ladies and gents, we're at the fourth new retro game on the list for a modded Wii, and that is Pacman Championship Edition. This has to be one of my favorite D-makes that I've ever played. One of the best, and I am not exaggerating at all. Namco Bandai actually created this a while back for the Xbox 360, but I do remember seeing a version of this in the Dave & Buster's arcade. This remake was created to be included in the purchase of Namco Bandai game compilation. Believe it or not, this game actually does run on a Nintendo Entertainment System, which means if you are using a modded Wii, you do need to use the FCE Ultra GX emulator for this to work. The footage you see here is from FCE Ultra GX on the Wii, so it does run really well. This modernized version of Pacman has you racing against time to gather as much points as possible before your time runs out. The less time you have, the faster everything, including the ghosts, go. This game does have two modes, normal and extra. Extra, well, yeah, it's extra fast for sure. The game in a sense is pretty basic. All you're really doing is racing time to get as many points as possible, so there's really not much to the game. but it's pretty addicting. I've played this game a couple hundred times already, and that's no joke. The color changing also adds to the hectic fast pace of this game. And if that's not chaotic enough for you, each time you finish a set of pellets, the layout of the level does expand out with more pellets to collect. And if you didn't notice in the gameplay already, the 2 songs included in the soundtrack are absolutely fire. Check it out for yourself. Again, this remake is included in the Namco Museum Archives Volume 1. But if that's not good enough for you, then Google is your best friend. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for today. 4 new retro games that you can play on your modded Wii in 2021. These are all very current, some of them not even out yet. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments section below, and I will try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Also, I have a Discord if you guys want to jump on that to ask me any questions that I might not reply to here in the comments. Or if you want to join the online Wii gaming community that I've started to create. So far it's really small, literally like 3 of us. If you want to join in on game day or game night, we do try to plan that every Sunday. So go ahead and go to my Discord. I will leave that information in the description below as well. And thanks for joining me this week, guys and girls, and I will see you again on the next episode. Peace!